Mr. Ryan.
Yeah.
Hold on for a minute. Aaron.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Ain't nothing to it, man. What's all the news?
Hey, man, one day at a time, Mr. G.
Yeah, man. All right. Huh?
I said, what you got for me?
Oh, nothing, man. Nothing. I'm just chilling, man.
Just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I hadn't told him yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I told you that I was going to call you when he called.
I got you. Okay, well, go ahead on. You tell him then.
Remember, I told you that I was being called into the office about the situation with you and I.
Uh-huh.
Well, how about when me and Mr. Ryan up there? We don't speak to Miss Renata. We speak to Tracy Chapman.
Uh-huh. And she tried to
she done dropped the charges.
Uh-huh.
On me in that situation.
Uh-huh. On me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
The situation. But when we get up there, that's not what we talking about. She said she want to talk to you because you don't want. She want to know could I talk to you because you don't want to talk to her. She want to portray to while Mr. Ryan sitting there like she didn't know who you were, and she never talked to you before and all this type of stuff. And I had to let him know different. But she want to give you 3 years probation, which she's willing to listen. 3 years probation, which she says she will go down on. $1,500 fine, which she says she'll go down on. 80 community services, hours of community service, and
she'll go down on that too.
She'll go down on that too. She says no hard feelings. You just have to give her. It's no hard feelings, and she said you can be home.
Aaron, let her finish, please. Aaron, let her finish.
She
said that you can be home this weekend.
Yeah. Nah, that's a negative. I don't negotiate with terrorists, and I told them that. Period. Point blank. She want to come to you with that because she want to present that deal to you because she wants you to put pressure on me to go ahead and take it so I come home. I don't negotiate with terrorists and I don't negotiate with these people. These people gonna let me go because I shouldn't have never been in jail and I shouldn't have never been held. I should have never been arrested what I was locked up on. Period. Point blank. And she already know that. And you already know it too. It ain't nothing but a matter of time. That's the good evidence that we know that we need right there. That I already know it ain't much more longer. She ain't got no choice besides to drop the charges anyway here soon. That's what it is. Somebody already done broke her back. They done already broke her back and told her that you did.
Let him talk right now. Let him talk right now. Let him finish. Go ahead, man.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody already done broke her back. They already done told her, listen, you did. You can't win this case even if you wanted to. Because the thing is, it's not only that, it's just a simple fact of what all they done. They done violated all of my rights. Every right that I had on the books, every right that I got on the federal constitution. These people done violated my rights. They know I got it all in the federal courts. They know it's on the record, and they know that their back is broken. What they trying to do is they looking for a way out. They want me to plea out. If I plea out, that throws out any type of liability. If I plea out to anything that erases everything that's on the board that I got pending on these people, I cannot afford to plea, baby. That's it. As bad as I want to come home, yeah, definitely I would want to come home right now. I would want to do that, but I can't afford to do that. Not what you know what I'm focused on. What I've been telling you. If I plea out, I throw away my lawsuit. You feel me? I throw away my lawsuit. I throw away everything that they done to me. I throw it all away. And plus, at the exact same time, I tell these folks, I'll be giving them consent to let them folks believe that they can do this type of stuff or they can do what they want to do, and it's all good. And then I'm the one who's gonna still suffer punishment for what they done. When guess what? And when all along, I shouldn't have never been under arrest. You remember I told you that
Aaron. Let me interrupt you. You don't mind me recording this phone call, do you?
No.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you already know. You already understand and know Man, everything that I say, it can go public because he's a fact.
Okay, I just want to know. That's all right. That's all I need. No, go on and make your point now. Yeah.
Yeah, talking about it, and let me add those facts. The other day you asked me, Mr. Ryan, about all the violations of my rights. First and foremost, I tried to mail out on October the 19th, 2016. I mailed out my pro se habeas corpus, which is a habeas corpus is demanding release. A habeas corpus is when you file a release requesting immediate release or speedy release based on the fact that your constitutional rights or your statutory rights have been violated. If your statutory rights have been violated, automatically violates your due process rights. And Georgia law up under 17.4 and 26 says that everybody arrested up under a warrant must be presented to a magistrate for the purposes of commitment. That means a probable cause hearing. I did not receive this hearing, nor did I receive an advance notice thereof. And you're supposed to receive an advance notice of the time and the place of that hearing, and plus you were supposed to receive the hearing. I didn't receive neither. I filed my habeas corpus and I mailed it out on October 19, 2016. Me and my wife, me and her called back and forth to the Kirkland court office where she lied. LaToya Brown kept lying about the location of my habeas corpus. Over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? Then on October the 31st, I finally got in touch with Dixon Sharper, our representative, and he called out here and talked to Stride Jones. Allegedly, Stride Jones spoke with Pamela Neesmith, an officer out here at the jail that handles the mail. I received my habeas corpus, which it was improperly filed, outside of an envelope. My own legal work. I received my habeas corpus, copies of my warrants, which I requested on October the 13th of 2016, and I received copies of subpoenas that I requested from the court office. I received all these things from these people outside of an envelope. And Pamela Neesmith, which is an officer out here at the jail, the mayor officer out here in jail, admitted to me verbally that they sent her my paperwork in an inter-office envelope. And this is illegal. All of my paperwork right now, even the problems that I've been having about writing my wife writing me, they all originated with them violating my rights by not mailing me my paperwork directly to me. All right, going on the violation of my rights about my habeas corpus. All right, after October 25th, and I find.
Hold on. Now, before you go down, keep that in your mind. Now, what you saying about the mail? What you said is on my part. That's a violation of the 97 Judicial rules in June of 97, and that is open your mail. Go ahead. Okay.
I can't hear you, Mr. Ryan.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you, sir.
Okay,
yes,
I'm sorry about that. Okay, but what happened is that Judge Hugh Lawson, court order in June of 97, assured in his document that one of the problems was that they was opening inmates' mail. They was not giving them legal postal mail as they should. So he ruled on that, and they supposed to secure that in 2 years. The sheriff department and the county commission supposed to make sure that you all right to close mail, et cetera, as guaranteed. And so, Dollar, you tell me that the thing still is going on.
Oh, they still right now. They still required right now. Now they got a 2-card policy, which is in violation of federal law, and plus they've been requiring inmates to still leave their personal mail open before July of this year. They just started a 2-card policy. A postcard policy where they suspended all mail. You can't even mail out an envelope out of here unless you're writing it to an attorney right now.
Really?
Right now, currently, you can only mail out an envelope with a letter in it or anything like that to an attorney.
Okay,
it must be to a legal person.
Gotcha. Okay, now let me hit one other area, then you can go to your habeas corpus. But here's what I want to ask you now: have you checked the policy, anything in writing in the law library where they changed the law, or the state of Georgia changes laws to deny y'all right to that? And what Judge Hugh Lawson, the federal judge, that wrong in his ruling in 97?
Guess what? Listen to me right now. The law library out here,
yes,
there's really no official policy on the law library. The law library out here is a service where you write out your request on a piece of paper. You write the request on the bottom line, and you got to be very specific. They fax these papers off to someone, and the paperwork comes back. There's no physical law library that we go to out here. There's no specific location that we go to or where it got law books in it as Bounds versus Bounds versus Smith. I believe it's Smith versus Bounds or Bounds versus Smith. In the federal court requires that it must be an actual law library facility. That's one of the problems I'm having with these people out here. Well, is they don't want to deliver my law library paperwork to me on a weekly basis.
So
I can't get law library on a weekly basis.
So Judge who lost the ruling ain't worth a damn then.
No. Judge E. Lawson ruling ain't affecting Lowndes County at all. These people ain't saying they think that they feel like they're above the law.
Okay, well we can't resolve this. Go on to your habeas corpus. I just want to let you know about that. Go ahead.
But dealing with my habeas corpus, this is the thing about it. Dealing with my habeas corpus after the October 25th, as I was saying, after I found out and realized that my habeas corpus had not been properly filed in the Superior Court. And I already know that because I was, unfortunately, I had been accused in 2014 of some previous charges. I represented myself in 2014, and thank God, effectively, I was able to defend myself and defend my rights. And I already seen what the correct stamp looked like, what the automated system looked like. So that's the reason why when I seen my habeas corpus and the stamp that it did bear, that I understood and I knew that my paperwork had not been properly filed. And my wife, and even my conversations that my wife has recorded, testified to the fact that I already said, it's something going wrong, it's something ain't right. These people they playing with my paperwork. They ain't doing what they supposed to do about my paperwork. They hadn't properly filed my paperwork. So anyway, after that, everything after my habeas corpus has been the same old thing. The clerk of court office refused to properly file my paperwork upon the criminal or the civil case management system. This system is spoken of in OCGA 15, 5, and 61, 15, 6, and 61. OCGA 15, 6, and 61, it speaks of an automated system where all...
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
Well, I got 2 minutes. All the documents will be related to, but that's the law, and that's it, But,
Well, let me ask you a question.
What it is, Mr. G?
Here's a question I want to ask you. What's the advantage or disadvantage to you by them not following the law?
The advantage to them is the fact that, guess what, it's just like I've never filed no paperwork. It's like I'm sitting in here and I'm not saying nothing. It's like I don't know how to represent myself. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
The disadvantage to me is that I continue to keep sitting in jail when they would have been bound by the law, and these documents that I have filed would have required for them to act within a certain amount of time, and it would have demanded a certain amount of actions.
Okay.
You understanding me?
Oh yeah.
So
gotcha.
that's the thing. Is that when they don't properly file my paperwork,
this call will be terminated in 1 minute.
There's nothing on the record. So at the clerk of court office, there's nothing on the record right now. To my knowledge, the only thing that's on the record is the fact that I filed a notice of an unequivocal assertion of the right to represent self, and that the defendant has never requested to be represented by a public defender.
Okay, your time about up. Tell me, you got anything you want to say, sister?
Just, I love you, and we behind you.
Hey, I love you too, baby. Hey, I thank you, Mr. Ryan. God bless, man. I thank you so much, man. And I'll call you back later, okay?
Okay, we're going to post this too because this needs to be gotten out because I'm sure there's other people probably going through the same thing and they want it exposed. So this is what we got to do. If the news media won't do it, somebody has to do it.
Put it out there, Mr. Ryan. Put it out there. Let the world know. On
behalf of the people. Have a good day, brother.
Hey, thank you. You too, Mr. Ryan.
All right,
God bless.
All right, bye-bye.